ONCHAIN Cash. ONCHAIN Cash.
ONCHAIN Cash.
ONCHAIN Cash. ONCHAIN Cash.
ONCHAIN Cash.
ONCHAIN.
Hey, here Aniceto. Welcome to second episode of ONCHAIN CAH. Today I'm not here alone. I'm with more people here. Welcome, Captain. How are you doing today?
Great, GM, Frex GM. Yeah,
Everybody.
let's dig into it. I think we have a lot to discover, a lot to talk about.
Yes, let's join with us Royal, another member of the Frax Force. How are you today?
GM. Yeah, I'm great. I'm excited as well. So yeah, like Captain said, let's get into it.
So let's get started. We will cover some news that happened during this week. So let's get into it.
Yes, let's get started.
Yeah, well, here is a web you must know. It's the Fiyama. Here on the stablecoins department, we can track many metrics, but we can follow some metrics here that will show adoption in stablecoins. Here, the chart on the top will show the total market cap of the whole stablecoin market, all the stablecoin together. And that chart for me looks just up to the right, incredible growth on the stablecoin sector. Yeah, a few things to say, just we are in the right market.
Yeah, I think it's up only forever, for some years already. I would love to see all the stables more actively involved in DeFi. So I think most of the liquidity is on Tron and USDT, and yeah, would be nice to see more. I would say, utilization in DeFi, but we're getting there. I think with Aave V4, for example.
Yeah, I think in kinds of USDT, I think we have some topics today. So I think we, like you said, we're getting in this direction, DeFi. So yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm not always a fan of this metric, but because it implies that we are all making a lot of money on chain, and every business is flourishing, and but it's not the case. We are still lacking liquidity and stuff. But yeah, imagine some of this gets converted in ecosystem tokens and projects. Maybe. I mean, it's a bullish indicator for crypto overall, the stablecoin market cap, and for us, stablecoin maximalists. I mean, it's a sign we want to see. But yeah, I want to see it actively involved in DeFi. So that's my problem here.
Yeah, that's very important. And then also what is showing to us is the stablecoins are one of the crypto products that finds better market fit in actual real world. Like many people in developing countries are using stablecoins in their day-to-day to save money, don't get devaluated. So this chart is just going up because more people are using stablecoins, and then right now we must be in another phase of growth on this chart, probably with the Genius Acts coming in effect. Let's say the effects of the Genius Acts that was approved last year. I think we will probably see the first signs in later this year. So very excited to see this chart going. I don't know, going up and up.
True.
Absolutely, especially as we last week spoke about the adoption and integration of forex like pools on Polygon with Curve. So I think when we just introduce these numbers, like I think 10 trillion it was
7 to
something
10
like that.
trillion daily.
Yeah, something like that, and it's pretty crazy. And if we just get a fraction of that onto our love chain, I think that would be awesome.
I still think it will take some time, but so because I think it will be visible pretty early on chain when it comes to volumes and stuff like that. And the good thing is, in my opinion, that even not only the big protocols like Aerodrome or Curve, even other protocols can have a share on it. I mean, there's so much money to make, or so much share you can get from this market. And even if it's a smaller exchange or DEX or whatever, or money market, I think there's huge opportunity. So I'm bullish on this number, so don't get me wrong, but yeah, let's see it in action and DeFi. Let's jump to the next one.
Yes.
Yeah, here we have in a stable watch, we can compare the yield that different yield-bearing stablecoins are producing. And here we select just a few. But yeah, it's very nice to track, especially some of the ones that make better results, like SFrax USD is one of them, always getting a good amount of yield out of this. And yeah, we just have here a good place to compare what are the yield that each one of the products are offering. We need to make sure everybody understand different yield products in stable coins. They came with different risks, so they must analyze and always check what is the strategies behind these yield products. But yeah, I think I'm pretty comfortable with the Frax option here, and yeah, always happy to get some portion of my portfolio on this.
Yeah, I mean, the most important, I would say, security measurement we have is the Genius Act now, with the promise of baking, the promise of your money is safe. But with the staked variants, like stablecoins, yield-bearing stablecoins, I think there's a huge, room for interpretation or risk. You can have small risk, like StakeFrax USD, and you have a risk-free kind of APR, a little bit higher than the T-bill. And then there is a competitor with 6 or 7% APR, with huge underlying risk, third-party risk involved, curator risk involved. And I think it's important to have also this risk, I would say, aside or some framework for these coins or for these token models, to have more clarity how how's the security model behind it, or how's the curator model, or which strategies are involved. And I think we are missing this still, but I saw some projects currently building some dashboards and ratings. So let's see. But you're right, StakeFrax USD is probably one of the ones with a good security model behind it.
Any words left? I think we can directly move on to the next one.
No, go in the. We need some news.
Let's go into the news. Let's get started with Cory. we see Cory on the roll up last week. I see him getting famous now. nice to nice to see him in our Discord chatting with us. He's a nice guy. And yeah, he's mentioning here about the poly market, that they get their own stablecoin backed by USDC. So he's speculating here different options of what's going on in the background. It was not very transparent what was going on, because yeah, some other stable coins, like in Frax we can offer and share the yield that is backing the stable coins, the risk-free yield. We offer it to our partners. So I don't know if in this case Circle they agree with some kind of deal with Polymarket. But yeah, it's interesting what's going on here. Just yeah, what is your opinion here, Captain?
Yeah, I mean, I think USDC needs to make some deals with handpicked protocols, so to say. For example, Polymarket. Imagine FrexUSD had this deal, or some other project, DeFi aligned project, with sharing T-bill yield, underlying T-bill yield. I think it's a huge loss, and I also think for USDC, we don't mention this news today, I think, but they released this USDC bridge, so seamless bridging across networks. And for me, it's a clear sign they're watching us. Well, for example, Frex USD, because we are the cross-chain DeFi stablecoin, and we have these on-ramps and off-ramps and integrations to all the projects and chains. USDC was lacking there with third-party solutions. So that in mind, I think they need to fight back in some way, and getting the huge deals like Lighter or Polymarket, I think gives them some room. Also, I think it's absolutely visible that USDT and USDC are actively fighting currently about share and also I would say around their sentiment. So yeah, there's definitely a deal going on, in my opinion. You can't, I mean, if you have 100 millions of TVL and you just skip the T-bill yield, underlying T-bill yield for your business, I don't know. What should I say?
We will see this kind of movements from crypto projects that they have users and traction. Like we see the first sign with Hyperliquid and all these kind of let's make Hyperliquid a stablecoin, and Frax was involved in this, trying to offer the best deal on this race.
Which stablecoin is the chosen one now? I mean, the Hyperliquid team won, I think, or got the deal.
Yeah, it was
USDH,
something market, and the tick was USDH. But I think it's quite surprising to see that even in their own ecosystem in Hyperliquid, the USDC get more TVL.
Native markets.
Native markets. USDH. Yeah. Correct. Yes. But USDC is still growing in the Hyperliquid ecosystem. So I don't know. They have their own stablecoin. Suppose they are supposed to use it to benefit their own ecosystem. But I think that was the first sign that many crypto projects or many projects with traction will have their own stablecoin. And we see that example also right now with Polymarket. And yeah, I think that this is just a few projects starting, but at the end, it can be every single protocol having their own stablecoin. Why not?
100%. There's no issue about it. And I think also many will shut down the line as well, because it's maybe not that smart to have a stablecoin without clear idea or clear vision. Your stablecoin needs to be some brand vehicle or also some. It needs to be well embedded in your ecosystem. So if you have no real use just because of the hype, you're getting smoked. I mean, it's not cheap to run a stablecoin, even with partners. You have to incentivize liquidity and stuff. I mean, and this whole security model behind it. I mean, it's not. I think it's not cheap to run a stablecoin. So I think many will choose to build one or choose a white label stablecoin and then realize, okay, well, fuck, let's just run with one of the guys who understand the business behind it. So let's see. I mean, M0 is doing good. They are pretty much the white label stablecoin provider or service currently, and yeah, we have as Frax, we have also a good example with Sonic currently. So interesting. I think DeFi native stablecoin issuer will get the partnerships in DeFi, and I think we will see way more. When it comes to the big Web2 players, I'm still not sure. I think they are that dumb that they just run with Circle because of Circle or whatever. But let's see. So.
Yeah, let's jump into the next new. Okay, what we have here, Circle. Well, yeah, it was so mad going on with Drift hack. It was in USDC stablecoins, and then it was many activity on X about why they are not doing nothing in these hacks. They had plenty of time, the hackers, to exchange the funds, and yeah, so they didn't take action because they don't want. I think was some Thax BT. It was calling that on X, and many people was able to see that this is true. It's public information in the blockchain, and they had the ability to freeze these funds, but they are not doing nothing. And there is open questions there why this is happening. And yeah, it was some controversy there, some comments. Yeah, like, okay, in case of Frax, I think Sam itself makes some comments like, look, we are DeFi natives. We are on-chain 24/7. We are ready to act in case something happens. We will freeze any funds that are coming from a hack or bad actors. So yeah, that gave me a bit of tranquility there.
I think the problem is they refuse to freeze funds from alleged hacks or alleged theft or heists. And that's pretty weird, considering they freezed some poor guys out of nothing, out of nowhere. So I think it's not that. I think, look, if you have the policy like we freeze nothing ever, nobody, even when IRS is calling or of FBI or whatever, it's not possible in Circle's position. But if you have this policy like yeah, we don't give a fuck, and it's a free market, and yeah, if you lose your money, the reason so then it's clear, so you know what I mean, and then probably it's fine. But if you refuse to freeze funds clearly
or take
connected.
months. I remember the
months.
example from I think it was 2024 with 4.5 months.
I don't know what's the plan. I mean, it's bad
freezing.
marketing. It's bad marketing, and not the bad marketing which can transform to good marketing. It's fucking shit. I mean, you can't let this happen that long. I'm not sure why they do this. It's not the first time, and to get ZBTC against you is also not the best marketing. So I don't know. Maybe I don't see the whole vision, but to be honest, it's sad to see. To be honest, but the crazy part is, I think we talk about this in the next post. So let's wait about Tether and their move.
Absolutely, you announced it quite a bit, like before.
Yeah, that's a new. I think that's coming from today, and is that Drift protocol, of course, is in a bad situation after this hack, and they are looking for ways to compensate their users. And it seems like Tether was vigilant here, and they made some kind of deal with Drift, and now they will be using USDT like their core stablecoin in their product, and they are helping Drift protocol to compensate their users from this hack. So they catch this opportunity very well here in a situation that was very bad for whole crypto in general, and especially for the users affected by this. And they turn it in a good opportunity to make a good deal. Very nice.
Yeah, and that's the kind of DeFi integration you was talking about earlier, Captain.
Yeah. I think they bail out all the victims, pretty much.
Well,
Yeah, it's genius marketing move, to be honest. I mean, Tether is now. I mean, how many tweets I saw about? Yeah, just swapped all my USDC to Tether because it's better or something like that. Yeah, good move, smart move, I would say.
yep. Nothing else to add. I think that's
No.
smart guys from Tether.
Yes.
Well, this is another drama here about
Very much drama, yeah.
World Liberty Finance. Yeah, it was all over X, showing some sudden movements from World Liberty Finance team. Justin Sun, that was early investing on on it. I think his wallet was like blacklist or something. He couldn't sold any tokens. I don't remember exactly what was happening there, but he was not able to sell his position in World Liberty Finance. And yeah, what happened is that they are using their token as collateral to print some stable coins through it. And yeah, it doesn't look very good what they are doing, especially for DeFi natives or DeFi projects that try to do their best with good intentions. And yeah, other players coming to the game and doing savvy stuff. It's and make like some stains in general in the whole ecosystem. But yeah, what I can say.
I can say a lot, but I don't want to. To be honest, let's say it's crime going on or something. I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. It seems like it's not that legit what's going on at World Liberty Finance. I'm not sure exactly about the details, but Justin Sun is a crook in my eyes. He's not that serious, and he's a big guy in crypto. He's a legend, so to say. He's one of the OGs we have, but I'm not a fan of him, and also not a fan of the World Liberty Finance stuff going on. I think it's net negative for our whole industry. It's a weird impression. I don't know. I try to skip it and I try to ignore it as good as I can. I see all the AI tweets from them trying to do some damage control. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's I try to ignore it. It's not on my radar. It's like gossip or something like that, you know. But not the gossip I like to see on Web3. The gossip we are used to probably are
not the funny one,
yeah, funny stuff and sometimes weird stuff. But this is straight. I don't know. For me, it's like, yeah, crime.
Yeah. They have their own stablecoin, USD1, that I am not sure what path if they are willing to comply with Genius Act. I'm not really sure what are they doing. They have it in, I don't know, integrated in Naster and some BNB projects, but
yeah,
it looks
it's crazy. It's weird. It's
a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know what.
I don't know.
what they are doing, but not. I will do the same than Captain. Just ignore what's going on
Yeah,
there.
you can't do anything else because you don't know what's going on. I mean, one of the team members or advisors stepped up last week and made a huge thread about what's going on behind the scenes, and always with this. Yeah, it's just a coincidence, just a coincidence, just a coincidence. I mean, about 7 or 8 things happening with the minting of this stablecoin, the blacklisting and selling from the wallet, from the team wallet. I don't know. It was a bit weird to see, and after that, I pretty much decided to ignore all this stuff coming from this account and workable finance. So let's move to the next one. I hope it's not a nuke we have here, and the world will at us again about crypto because of exactly this shit. So let's wait.
Yeah, we have some exciting news from Aave, and yeah, they approve some funds for Aave Labs. That is going to be the main foundations running the development of Aave in general, in all the different parts they are building before, and the other components as well, like Horizon, all the rest of the components. Still, B3 will be active, I believe. It's not like B4 is out and B3 will be abandoned. They still have a huge TVL in B3 version, and yeah, the spending of this money will be, I think, well spent in the development, in growing the whole products. And
Absolutely. Like right now, we are like, I think we see it here with 30 million in deposits, and I just looked it up earlier, 10 million in borrowed, I think mostly stablecoins and ETH. It's pretty okay for the like start they like did, obviously with a very risk controlled start. I think it was just fine, and especially just the start we needed for like a protocol like V4. So just fine with it, to be honest.
Trillions.
Trillions, yes, soon.
So as maybe the Aave web, and we can check. Yeah, they started this control launch of the V4 with some. We can see here some of the assets to deposit as collateral. I think there are some good opportunities right now going on. If you put, I don't know, some collateral, you can borrow to interest less than 1%. That's a very good opportunity, I think. If there are people don't like to take any debt, but if you can use this debt to generate more yield, that's an opportunity for many people. So if you want to go here, use these products, you can borrow Fractal USD in this case. And yeah, always one of the biggest borrow lending protocols in DeFi, strong and safe. Very nice.
Yeah, totally agree. I don't get the topic around the money they ask for. I mean, Aave is one of our most important protocols, and sure, there needs to be a cap. I mean, you can't ask for infinity money or something like that from the DAO, but I think they deserve to show how they behave with this money. So that's my opinion. Other than that, trillions. We need trillions.
Yeah, usually the borrow and lending platforms are one of the protocols with biggest TVLs we see. Well, if we go in DeFi Llama, you see that, because I think that's one of the products that institutions will use the most. Like they want to put their treasury bills there and get money out of it, and do some other stuff with their money, and keep your money working all the time.
Yeah.
I think they are used to do that. they use bonds as collaterals, other stuff. They know how to use it already. They are familiar with it. And I think this is pretty interesting for many of these big players that will be coming like big institutions that will be using these decentralized protocols.
I agree. And we reached the cap, kind of 1.41 million of 1.5 million with Frax USD. So raise the caps, raise the caps.
Where are we right now? What is the max deposit?
I think it
No,
was
it's here. Sorry,
was raised
1.5. Yes.
1.5.
Yeah. Next step is probably 3 or 5 million. I don't know about the security plan from Aave, but makes sense. I think 500K was the first one. The second one, 1.5 million. Maybe the next one is 3 or 5 million. Yeah, I think from today on in 1 year, we see 100 million there, probably way over 100 million.
In 1 year.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Nice prediction from Captain there. we have it recorded.
Yeah.
We
fun.
can look back to it when it happens.
Yeah.
So I
Good.
think we can directly move on to another big one
Oh,
of the Frax ecosystem.
For me, this is the most bullish news of the week.
Yeah, you told it already.
I woke up and see this stable flow. Okay, what is a stable flow? I don't know nothing about it. And start reading, okay, you can convert one-to-one Frax USD to USDC to USDT in more than 25 blockchains. Okay, let me dig more into it. Okay, near intent is involved on that. Okay, pretty nice. So yes, I think this is like crazy functionality and usability in general. And I see this like is gonna be, I don't know, all the routes will go through this, mainly because I don't know, imagine you are somebody in South America and you have always used USDT, but you want to convert to, I don't know, any other stablecoin, local stablecoin where Frax is getting a big position now in FX market. So what will happen is USDT will get converted one-to-one to Frax USD, and then because imagine Frax USD is the stablecoin with better liquidity with the local stablecoin, it will go through Frax USD because it's on the route. So I see this as a very great movement to get touch Frax USD, to get touch with many of the aggregators out there. And I see near intents as one of the biggest aggregator or cross-chain solutions that will be, I think the technology behind it is very interesting for me. And I think is going to be part of the future. It's going to make a lot of volume, especially with agentic agents coming on chain.
Yeah.
I think the near intents technology is very well positioned to absorb this volume of agentic commerce.
Agree. Yeah, I was not that bullish on that. I mean, I was bullish. I see. I mean, Frax is pushing out announcements like I don't know, like
Warm bread.
Yeah, crazy. I was a bit surprised about the small follower count on this account from the Stableflow, but then I realized also the the near intense account has 9K followers or something. I'm not sure if it's is this the main routing protocol from near intense when it comes to cross-chain transfers?
Yeah, so near intents is one product from near.
Yes.
I think it's the one that took the more traction and the more product market fit, and is getting more and more volume. So it's showing good traction. And yeah, I think it's one of the Near is building a lot of stuff, but the Near Intense is one of the things of the products that is promising and is showing great traction at the moment.
I will dig into it a bit. If you are bullish, I need to be bullish as well. So, okay, all right.
Brian is bullish too. So, but this
Yeah.
time on agentic payments.
He mentioned here about agentic payments, commerce. That's have a lot of things to comment here. Maybe in more episodes of On-Chain Cash, we will talk about this. We have agents on crypto for more than 1 year now. It was like a first wave that disappeared quickly, but we are starting to see again many people commenting about, well, especially with Claude and all the agentic, I don't know, creating software, making a lot of stuff in your PC. Now you can see the possibilities of these agents and where and what they can do right now. And you can see clearly now that they will be using money on the internet. That will come in a form that is not our actual interaction with the online purchase. So what people, of course, can see clearly is that agents will be using stablecoins. They can own a wallet, and they don't need to have permissions, like they cannot open a bank account or nothing like that, but they can own a wallet for sure. And yeah, it's very interesting, all the development coming, different standards, different things. And what is clear to me is that the volume of these agentic payments and agentic commerce is going to be growing. I don't know how big will be, but for sure is a market that is going to be special and growing.
Yeah, I think it's hard to give a number, but probably 1000x the amount of humans or more, millions. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about. Every week or every day there's a new update for these LLMs and some other software company getting crushed on the market opening, and it's all so fast. I can't imagine. I mean, in 3 years, I don't know, man. That we still hadn't any hockey stick growth. Imagine the hockey stick growth when everything is in line, everything is ready, every bridge tool and I would say avenue for payments and all these payment rates are ready. And I think Base is really far ahead when it comes to this. It's a huge narrative. And imagine the FX volume with agents as well. You have agents set up in different countries and they want to participate on-chain businesses and other dApps or whatever. They need to swap, and it's big, especially for Base. Base is it's a good example currently. So focusing on this really hard. So yeah, I mean, maybe we built this all not for humans, but for machines. And I think this quote is pretty accurate. Most of our friends and family never used blockchain, and it was a struggle to onboard the little number we onboarded. And so maybe it's not for us; it's for the machines. So.
Yeah, I remember in the past when I wanted to exchange some pounds to euros, what was the procedure I got in my mind, like going into the internet, looked for different options. Then I need to compare what are the fees they will charge me, what is the FX rate they will apply to me. compare the different options I have, okay, and decide I go through this one, I sign in this platform and go through it. So right now, the world totally is different right now. You just will go maybe to a LLM, ChatGPT, or whatever you are using, and the next step will be just you have an agent there, and it will find for you what is the best options, and you give approval. Okay, make this change, and it goes through it. That's the natural evolution and how it's gonna happen. Even myself, that I'm a crypto user, I use crypto frequently. It takes me some time to figure out what is the best route or where is the liquidity in what blockchain, whatever. It will just save me time, tell to an agent or to an AI, okay, I just want this. Find what is the best route, whatever, where is the liquidity, and do it for me. It's just much better.
Yeah, agree. I mean, I'm an AI. I'm not the best friend of AI overall.
True, very true.
The people who know me knows it. But yeah, let's see. I mean, I'm all for this adoption because it makes it all simpler, and overall the experience on chain maybe more, yeah, just more simplified overall. And it was a missing piece of our UI and UX issues. I never had this UI and UX issues. I mean, I'm pretty confident with Ruby and stuff like that. Even 3 years ago, I mean, I don't know if you remember the times where gas fees were at, I don't know, $5, $6, $7, $10 just for a transaction, who were part of the NFT cycle with a huge gas amounts. So yeah, AI will probably solve a lot of this stuff, and wallet abstraction and all this, and gasless payments. Yeah, so AI is the way to go. I'm not a fan, so yeah, that's my problem maybe, but for our space, I'm bullish for the space. Let's say it like that. AI is my best friend when it comes to the space and moving forward.
Yeah, it will help many people to onboard in a much easier way,
Yes.
and that at the end will be more adoption. So
to be honest, it helps a lot when it comes to just Googling information about the blockchain. I remember, yeah, telling friends, yeah, just Google this project or that project, and there was like full of scam links, referral links, sexes, and not a single clue where to find the white paper or where to find some vision or a Medium article or something like that. It was fucking valuable to have a folder or something with links to these valuable articles and knowledge. And now even Grok has access to all of this, and pretty much all of my people I onboard using AI just to ask them questions about blockchain. Sometimes it's wrong because of updates, and the LLM has access to older paper stocks and stuff. But overall, it helps a lot. It helps a lot. And since Grok or since AI, like for a year, I never shared a link anymore. They all type in stuff in the LLM, and yeah, let's go.
Yeah, still not very good for some of the, I don't know, maybe on-chain questions, stuff like that. Still not there. The DeFi Llama AI was very nice. I had the chance to use it. I think it was some free period that I was testing, and it was able to do some good work, to be honest. Yeah, but it only gets better from here. So that's gonna help many, not only new people to onboard, also the teams of the projects to maybe show in a more transparent way analytics, or be more transparent, showing, I don't know, all the information. And yeah, it will help a lot data analysts to do their job for sure.
Absolutely, because I think in general we all like value like being on CTs very, very much. But in cases of, like you said, short information, in cases of like for example, a small adoption, not too important, but you just want to know more about it. I think it's so easy now with Grok, like you said, it just type in the account where you saw it, and maybe even like one information you got out of it, and yeah,
That's
it
just
gives
the
you
retail.
more.
I mean, that's just a retail perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
So TradFi will use AI in a complete different way. Yeah. So I'm stoked to see where we're heading here. AI will impact everything, and most probably our volume on chain on a huge margin. So
For
next
sure.
one.
Let's go to the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, from agentic payments to an agentic payment blockchain, I would say.
Yeah, Tempo.
Yeah, Tempo, we know, is a big player on stable coins. Their own blockchain is Tempo. Stripe is behind it. We know that. And here they are announcing that they are releasing this privacy feature on Tempo that it was a bit of controversy also on X about this privacy is not so private, or it's not like it has some disadvantage.
I saw Temu privacy.
Yes, but I mean, I see what are they doing here. They know what the companies want. They if they there are some use cases like doing the payrolls. You don't want to your employees to see each other's salary, for example, or to see how much a shop of your competition is earning every day, stuff like that. So of course, institutions don't want for them to be showing their treasury, their balance, and so privacy is a demand for institutions, for corporations, and they are adding this layer of privacy here on Tempo. Can be better for sure, but yeah, that's a release of new for this week.
I think my problem is just the word privacy. Do we call it privacy when we enter a grocery store and pay? And yeah, I mean, I don't know where the money is going. Like, is it on a bank account? Is it cash under the table or something? We don't see it. I mean, we are used to it. And also, I don't. My neighbor is buying there. I know it. I know it because I saw him. For example, he's always buying apples because I saw it. But with no shields or hiding of these purchases, you can pretty much track everything. You can track the McDonald's treasury wallet. You can track the manager's salary. You can also track the manager, what he's doing with the salary. Okay, if he sends it to the sex, okay, then end of the journey. But you know where we're getting here. That's not ideal. But naming it as privacy is my problem here. And most probably that's a problem for most of the DeFi users and the ETHs. Tempo is coming out saying and talking about privacy as a corporate chain 7,000, and I think that's the only problem. Maybe it's a name issue. Maybe they need to find a better narrative. But yeah, we talked about this prior, you and me, Aniceto, and I was a bit unfair. Maybe I was in the camp of the cyberpunk ETH people, and just it's for me Temo privacy. So, but Aniceto enlightened me a bit. So it's absolutely needed. It's absolutely needed for bills, salaries, and all this stuff. There is no need for privacy to hide it from the government or something like that. I mean, that's clearly for B2B businesses.
Correct. And privacy doesn't mean that you are hiding like from regulations. You can still remain private the information you want and still be compliant with the regulations out there. There is another term I like more, that is selective disclosure, where with all these new technologies, zero knowledge proof, you will be own your own data, and you will be able to share what you want to share, and only this. Okay, so yeah, there is still many levels of privacy. There is total anonymity, pseudo anonymity, and then this new concept, selective disclosure, that I like a lot, and it also can be, the compliance can be there as well. So you can be make sure you have a check. This is legal. You are doing nothing wrong, but you still remain this privacy. You never want to show some data.
I think
So-
it's
Yeah,
pretty.
only with Tempo and the devs.
Okay, say again.
Yeah,
Only
just wanted
with
to say, I
Tempo
think
and
it's,
the devs. I mean, you share your data with Tempo and the devs, most probably, and this is it's a secret. Who wants a sequencer? But
Yes.
this is crypto DeFi talk. We can probably ask this question to any project currently, and no answer is 100% like we want to have it. So, I mean, in case of crime or a hack, you want a sequencer maybe running the blocks, and revert the blocks or something to save the money. Then it's a feature. I mean, it's a feature. So yeah, but let's not dig. I get distracted about the cyberpunk ethics here. So let's not.
No, but let's remember also that many of the biggest L2s that came out, like Arbitrum, I think it was Optimus, most of them, they had also centralized sequencers to escalate
True. All.
the speeds.
All.
Yeah.
I think
So-
Metis or something, they wanted to decentralize the sequencer or something like that, but it never happened. I think MegaEase wants it with their model. I think that's promising. But yeah, even Fractal single sequencer, and we getting the validator set up end of year or probably beginning of the next year. Then we can talk about more decentralization. But for now,
Correct. Yeah, it's sad but true. But we need
Yes.
we need to accept and know there are some counterbalance there, and yeah, just understand what's going on. Let's jump to the next one. I think Royal.
yes, this time it's about X. I think it's a very, very, I would say, like a bullish one. Even if I am not very sure about it, how this, will evolve in general. Maybe you have like a much more deeper like perspective on it. But like for now, I think it's very useful. I think we are like, first of all, talking about the update X got in cases of we can now like use X to like look into charts, and yeah, like you see with this tweet, it's now even possible to trade on X. So pretty bullish, I would say. So because even if we remember, I like from my experience, like the appearance of Nikita in cases of or in general in relations to crypto was not very, very positive all the time. So I think that's something they now work on. And yeah, even his first post about it, I think was like, okay, now we want to change something about this, like whole sentiment on X right now, and be more crypto positive overall. But yeah, that's my impression, what I got so far. What's about you, Aniceto? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I like that they own the distribution. There's many users on X, so facilitate them to trade is a good idea in general. But I don't know, with all this news happening, Trump says something, and just people going in Twitter and do trading about it, about this news, can be dangerous for many people. But I mean, yeah, I like that they are going to a more financial platform, let's say. I don't know, they have more plans like X Money. I don't know exactly what it is, if they use any crypto technology behind it. But I think I'm happy with X doing this kind of stuff. It's just more people getting more information, more access to trade assets. So yeah, I mean, I'm not very bullish about it.
No?
Not, nah, I don't think so. But yeah, for sure, it's a platform full of people and users are there. So it will increase the volume for sure. I think we are having more volatility and more volume of trading in the coming years. Now the information is available 24/7, and people that will happen. The markets will be available to trade 24/7, 7 days a week, the whole year, non-stop. So X is positioned themselves to be like a big source of information, and people usually try to benefit from be early on the information. So yeah, I think makes sense. It's a good place where you have early information and you try to benefit from it, be the first one to speculate on the markets or what's going on, if this is the what happened. So I don't know. Let's see how it plays out for them. Yeah, but yeah, very in general, I think is positive for crypto.
So what you basically said, it could be rewarding in the end, yeah, to chill pretty much on extra with the like upcoming adoptions because of yeah, you just can be the first one who like saw the news. So yeah, just like click one step further and trade on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think it's cool for boomers. But I don't see any benefit for us specifically. And also, it's a bit weird to see one Canada brokerage. Why? Why this one? I mean, that's the first question I had was like, who is this? What Canada fund? I mean, if you want to roll out something like that, you need to have 5 or 6 from the biggest players. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like access to the biggest platforms, maybe Robinhood, for example, and stuff like that. Also, I think the better fitting would be prediction market and fighting against Kalshi and Polymarket, because they pretty much vamping X when it comes to customers and users, and they pretty much utilize X as their platform for everything. And if I would be Elon, I would work in this direction and not, I don't know. It's cool. Let's say it like that. It's cool. It's cool that crypto gets more integrated in the biggest news platform on earth. I think it's just the beginning. Probably we will see more brokers and banks maybe also integrated, but for me it's yeah. So it's a Web2 integration, nothing more, to be honest. And I don't see Frax price when I type in Frax. So for me, so what's the deal?
They
Yeah.
lose it there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was the first thing I typed in was like, okay, it's Frax. Okay, no, okay.
Me too. I say, let's
I-
see how smart it's.
Yeah. I tried everything. FX share, FXS. I tried everything. Nothing. But anyway, it's cool. Thank you, Nikita.
Thank you, Nikita. Don't ban my account, please.
Yes, please. It's a great idea. So
I was the most positive, just for like
yeah.
for the script.
Look. If you are that long in crypto, the first years you jump on every news like, oh, partnership news, fuck yeah, up only, oh my gosh, growth period starts now. And then you dig into these announcements, then you dig into, yeah, okay, how big is the bottleneck to get there or to get users to use this product and stuff like that. And then you realize, okay, it's not a big deal. And as a crypto head, you're getting used to dig into this announcements, partnerships, and product releases, and yeah, most probably. I mean,
Like
I don't know.
Google partnership, Sony.
Google.
How many times?
Yeah, fuck yeah, and how many projects? Even projects that are dead today, completely dead. I mean, yeah. So, but yeah, it's cool. It's visible, and I think for ETH and BTC adoption, it's great. Let's say it like that. For BTC and ETH adoption in crypto wall, it's great. So, I mean, he has 1 million followers currently, or 900, whatever, and yeah, he's doing a good job for us as a crypto community. So.
Let's jump into the next one. We are over 1 hour right now.
Yeah, the last one, I think.
Yeah, that's the one for you, Captain, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. BDing, cool. Yeah. I thought it's a valuable post. I like his post pretty much. Every one of his posts. He's a bit philosophical and also straight and just facts and good opinions. So I think
Then it deserves a like.
I think BDing is probably the most important thing in DeFi moving forward. AI will not help here. I mean, you have your connections, you have your integrations, and trust is so important, and loyalty as well in DeFi. If you work with money, trust, loyalty, and that's what you want. And I think BDing will be or let's say BDs are the next shooting stars of our industry. I pretty much believe it. Because you, as he said, you have this huge market and everyone wants to be there. Everyone wants to have a share of it. So, I mean, Royal, you know it. You are in sales. You were in sales prior to crypto. It's always getting the place from the other one and waiting that your place is also getting exchanged again, and then you go again until you take your place again. It's like always the same. It change most of the time, and yeah, I think BDing is probably the place to be for people who want to make career in crypto. And I also think for newcomers it's pretty much time race to try because you need contacts, and yeah, I like his take. I love it also because, Aniceto, I mean, it's maybe important for you as well. So.
Yeah, but I like more the last sentence. The edge became distribution as well.
Yes.
And I think in this case, Frax is very aware of this. Distribution is very important. And this is why, like for example, Frax is trying to tell to their partners, okay, we can share the yield with you, your distribution, your yield, and make these positive sum partnerships. I think is pretty good strategy for the coming months, I believe.
Yeah, let your product talk. No,
Yeah.
That's the best you can have. I mean, absolutely.
And I think you are right here. And not only this, you would like to have personal contact with the ones you are dealing. Also, you mentioned trust, very important, and also the track record.
Yes.
For example, Frax is on building DeFi for more than 5 years right now, no security incidents. So that's also a track record that many other cannot show.
And no drama with protocols. I think it's also important to mention Frax has how many partnerships. Even the Packeeper pools are above 30 or 40 partners. Only the Packeeper pools, not included any other DeFi partnership from the last years. Frax was or is the most, maybe one of the most advanced projects when it comes to BDing. It's crazy to see all the partnerships.
I mean, we have the BD, I would say, and he's
yeah.
not only a BD, but he does BDing very, very well.
I mean, it's crazy to see all the partnerships going on, and you need to manage all of them as well. It's not like you make a deal and then it's done next one. There is work behind it, and you need to manage this as well. I think that's all. There's intern BDing. There's there's so much to this, and projects managing this the best, I think getting the most of the deals. It's like a snowball effect, you know. Yeah, work with Frax. Oh yeah, right. They're doing it fast and well, and they help us. You know, that's what makes a difference. And yeah, let's see.
Yep, totally agree there. Let's jump to the last one, and then after that, I will tell a story for you guys at the end, and we close it.
Story. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'm excited too, I have to tell.
it's gonna be fun. Yeah.
yeah. I have a short take on it. I mean, it's pretty much yeah, fits our whole topics here. For funds and for fundraising and stuff like that, I think Y Combinator is one of the biggest ones out there, and it's fucking bullish to see they using USDC as their, I would say, funding engine. So what I thought about this is if you have the underlying T-bill yield as a funded project with, I don't know, a couple millions in funding, and you don't use the funding, hopefully, on day one, hopefully, most of the cases it stays in the treasury or on a bank account for a long time before it gets deployed. And imagine this money can earn 3.5 or whatever T-bill yield while it's staying there, and you getting your business on track, and you can basically use the money from the treasury for your expenses from the T-bill yield, underlying T-bill yield. And that was what I thought about when I saw this. I mean, this is USDC, so there's not this feature of underlying T-bill yield. Then you need Frax. But yeah, I mean, startups using USDC. Look, they get USDC as funding. What do you think will they implement as a payment network? Or you know what I mean? I think they probably will integrate stablecoins first, and then the legacy system. And if we start from there, like the next 100 startups start launching or beginning their venture with stablecoins in the treasury, I mean, the direction is clear. They all will add this to their dApps or to their business cases. So that was pretty bullish to see, in my opinion.
Yeah, they already are using stablecoins to the companies they are incubating. So that's pretty nice. One of the biggest incubators that given birth to startups with the biggest potential, and they started using stablecoins. That's telling us that this is a novel technology, and it facilitates a lot the the transactions at the beginning of the company. And yeah, it's pretty bullish for me. Like, they are also investing on stablecoins companies, and we see more signs that fintech is changing. So yeah, I think that's the last new, the most bullish. And yeah, it's time to get into the end. I will tell you the story I was commenting. Do you see this Rave token that is pumping like crazy these last days?
Rave.
I just
Rave.
heard of it, to be honest. Never looked it up.
Yeah, so I got an airdrop of this token because I was in Brussels last year and I went to a party. The party was pretty nice, to be honest. It was inside of a church with techno music, all the stuff.
Yeah. I saw it's some entertainment token or something like that.
So
we had this in 2017 or something. Yeah.
I went to this party, I don't know, I get registered or whatever, and they sent me 300 of these tokens like an airdrop. But I was too impatient here. Like, I sold when the price was $0.6. I sold like, okay, I'm the boss. I get 200.
Yeah, coffee and a little dinner for my wife. Fuck.
And right now it's like, okay, it is more than 6K that these 300 tokens. So yeah, that's crazy stories that can happen only in this industry. But yeah, it was a fun story.
You had to
And
DM me. You had to DM me and say, "Yeah, I have this token, and I would track it for you." And like, yeah, I know you were busy the last days, so yeah, fuck.
yeah, but well, it was nice. At the end, I earned some money as well. So that was the story to finish. And yeah, are you not entertained? I think we finished for today in the another on-chain cash episode, guys. So thank you for being here. And I recommend you to go through our Discord. We are always there commenting to everything that is happening live. So make sure you join us to the Frax Force, guys. We are ready. So see you next time. See you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See
Bye
you.
bye.
Goodbye. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.